After 60, people always say the same thing. Just drink 8 glasses of water a day and you'll be fine. But if you're 60 or older, plain water alone isn't enough anymore. Yes, water hydrates you. That part is true. But your veins don't just need water. They need things that thin the blood, open the arteries, and keep circulation flowing properly all the way to your heart. And here's the good part. Those things are already sitting in your kitchen right now. You're just not adding them to your water yet. By the end of this video, you will be. After 60, a quiet change starts happening inside your veins, one that doesn't announce itself. The walls get thicker, the pathway blood travels through gets narrower, almost like a garden hose slowly getting pinched from the inside. And here's the part that worries me most as a doctor. By the time you actually notice symptoms, cold hands, unexplained fatigue, restless nights, real damage may already be sitting there quietly. Today I'm going to walk you through 5 things you can add to a warm glass of water each morning that help open up your veins and keep them healthy. The exact things heart specialists quietly recommend before reaching for anything else. Before we go any further, if you're 60 or older, or you have a parent or loved one you're watching out for, I want you to comment the word strong below right now. I ask this because I genuinely want to see how many of us are here today because we care about keeping our hearts and the hearts of people we love strong for years to come. It also helps this video reach more people just like you, so take 5 seconds and type it before you keep watching. Here's what's really happening after 60, in plain terms. The walls of your blood vessels start thickening. Plaque begins building up along the inside of them. The passage narrows, and your blood itself gets a little thicker, a little slower moving. The result? Rising blood pressure, cold hands and feet, constant unexplained fatigue, restless sleep even when you're exhausted, and most seriously, a rising risk of what doctors call a silent heart attack, one with no dramatic warning sign at all. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because the 5 things I'm about to share slow this entire process down. And in some cases, they can even help your body start reversing it. So let's get into them, starting at number 5. This one looks the most ordinary of all 5, but heart specialists recommend it first for a reason. Ginger contains 2 active compounds, gingerols and shogaols, which help loosen plaque buildup inside your veins while naturally keeping your blood from thickening. After 60, when veins start stiffening, ginger acts almost like a release valve. It relaxes them, lowers blood viscosity so blood flows more smoothly, and helps reduce LDL, the bad cholesterol that's the biggest contributor to blocked arteries. How to use it? Crush about ½ inch of fresh ginger root, boil it in 2 cups of water for 10 minutes, strain it, and drink it warm first thing in the morning. If you already take something else on an empty stomach and can't fit this in, simply drop a slice or 2 of fresh ginger into your morning tea instead. You'll still get meaningful benefit. One caution: if you're on blood thinners or any anticoagulant medication, check with your doctor before starting ginger regularly. And if you have surgery scheduled, stop taking it 2 full weeks beforehand, since it can increase bleeding risk during the procedure. Something you probably already put in your tea, just maybe not the right amount, or the right kind. I mean Ceylon cinnamon here, sometimes called true cinnamon, not the cassia cinnamon sitting in most supermarket spice jars. Ceylon cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, which relaxes your vein walls directly, naturally lowering blood pressure. It also helps regulate blood sugar, one of the most overlooked silent contributors to vein damage as we age. And it lowers triglycerides while helping slow down cholesterol buildup, a process that research shows accelerates noticeably once you enter your 60s. How to use it? Stir ½ teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon into a cup of warm water and drink it in the morning, or simmer a small cinnamon stick directly in your tea. You can also stir it into a spoonful of honey if you prefer. 2 cautions here. First, always choose Ceylon, not cassia. Long-term, regular use of cassia cinnamon can put real stress on your liver, so save it for occasional cooking, not daily use. Second, if you're on diabetes medication, confirm the dosage with your doctor first, because cinnamon also lowers blood sugar, and combining the 2 can sometimes drop your levels lower than intended. Quick pause before we continue. If you're finding this useful so far, comment the word heart below. It genuinely helps me know this content is reaching the right people, and it tells more viewers like you that this video is worth their time too. Something you likely already have sitting in your kitchen right now, maybe in the fruit bowl or the fridge door. Lemon is loaded with vitamin C, and vitamin C repairs the endothelial cells lining your veins, the very first layer that starts to get damaged as vessels age. Lemon also contains flavonoids, which reduce arterial stiffness, keeping your blood vessels more supple. And maybe most importantly for blood pressure specifically, lemon is a strong, natural source of potassium. And potassium counters the effect of sodium in your body, helping keep your blood pressure naturally balanced instead of climbing. How to use it. Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water first thing in the morning. If you don't struggle with acidity or gastric ulcers, take it on an empty stomach for the best absorption. If you do get acid reflux easily, take it after breakfast instead, never on an empty stomach in that case. And one detail people miss constantly: always use warm water, not cold. Cold water actually slows absorption of the nutrients you're trying to get. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, a natural vasodilator, meaning it relaxes and widens your blood vessels from the inside, improving circulation and helping keep blood pressure under control. It also blocks new plaque formation and reduces clotting tendency. Garlic has been valued in traditional herbal medicine for centuries as one of the most trusted allies for heart strength, and modern research keeps confirming why. How to use it. Chop or crush 1 to 2 raw garlic cloves on an empty stomach each morning. Then follow it with a glass of warm water. Here's the detail almost nobody knows. Don't eat it the moment you crush it. Let it sit for about 10 minutes first. That's when allicin actually activates, on contact with air. So that short waiting period is what gets you the full benefit, not skipping it. If the taste feels too strong, mix the crushed garlic with a little lemon juice or honey. Caution: if you're on blood thinners or blood pressure medication, check with your doctor before making this a daily habit, since allicin can amplify how those medications work. Stop 2 weeks before any scheduled surgery, and ease into it. Start with just half a clove in your first week, and only build up toward 1 or 2 full cloves once your body adjusts comfortably. And now, the one modern medical research increasingly recognizes as one of the heart's most trusted allies: Hawthorn. It stretches back thousands of years in traditional European herbal medicine, and today it's actively being studied by major research institutions for its cardiovascular benefits. Hawthorn contains compounds that work directly on your heart muscle cells, strengthening them and giving them more power with every beat, while restoring elasticity to your artery walls, vessels that have stiffened over the years, slowly becoming more flexible again with consistent use. How to use it. Take 1 teaspoon of dried hawthorn berries or hawthorn powder, boil it in 2 cups of water for 15 minutes, strain it, and drink it warm on an empty stomach in the morning. You can also find hawthorn as a prepared tea, a tincture, or in capsule form at most health food stores and pharmacies, if brewing your own isn't practical. Some people prefer taking it in the evening instead, especially if using a tincture. Either works, just stay consistent. One important caution: if you're already on blood pressure medication, introduce hawthorn slowly and monitor how you feel, since the combined effect can sometimes lower your blood pressure more than expected. This is genuinely worth a quick conversation with your doctor first, especially if you're on more than one BP medication. If any of this has resonated with you so far, take a second and comment the word veins below and let me know which of these 5 you're most likely to start with. I read through these and it genuinely shapes what I cover in future videos. These 5 ingredients are enough on their own, but there's one simple habit that will triple their effectiveness and almost nobody talks about it. 5 minutes of deep breathing once a day. Whichever of these 5 you choose to start with, pair it with 5 minutes of deep breathing and it becomes a genuine game changer. Here's how. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Hold that breath for a slow count of 4, then release it gradually through your mouth. Repeat this for 5 minutes. Research on slow, deep breathing has consistently shown it can genuinely lower blood pressure. Even the American Heart Association recognizes it as a supportive, non-drug approach, and many researchers believe it works partly by helping your blood vessels relax and open up. Pair that with 7 to 8 hours of real sleep every night, and you've given your circulatory system everything it needs to actually repair itself. Now let's talk about 3 habits you need to drop today. Without this part, none of the ingredients above will fully work. First, tea or coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It's a ritual for most of us. One of you reaches for tea, another for coffee. But both contain compounds that interfere with how your body absorbs iron and other minerals your veins actually need. And both raise your stomach's acidity right when its protective lining is at its thinnest for the day. Drink 2 glasses of warm water first. Take one of the 5 ingredients above, and only then have your tea or coffee. Second, cut back on excess salt. Salt raises sodium, and sodium pulls water directly into your veins, raising blood pressure almost immediately. Anything that tastes noticeably salty, processed snacks, canned soups, extra seasoning, start scaling it back. Third, stop sitting in one place for too long. After 60, prolonged sitting causes what's called blood pooling, especially in the veins of your legs, where circulation slows down the most. So every single hour, get up and walk. Even just 5 minutes makes a measurable difference in keeping those veins active and healthy. So here's my question. Out of these 5, ginger, cinnamon, lemon, garlic, or hawthorn, which one are you starting with tomorrow morning? Comment the word yes below with your answer so I know you're actually going to try it. If today's video taught you something new, hit the like button before you go. It genuinely helps this reach more people just like you. Share it with a parent, a grandparent, or anyone you know dealing with blood pressure or heart concerns. This could be exactly what they need to see today. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, keep smiling, and keep learning something new every day so you can stay healthy always.